for the Emperor! What are we even watching? If the Emperor had Texas Beatifies episode 6, High Lords of Terra with Erundel.
Greetings, Honorable Battle Brother. Did you hear the news? Indeed I did, Honorable Battle Brother. We have received a mission from Holy Terra itself. That is right, Honorable Battle Brother. It is our time once again to prove ourselves as Ultramarines. And with pride and honor, we shall succeed, and we will never fail our sacred duties. After all,
Damn, crazies. Ultramarine.
Soon enough I should stop hearing their constant fucking chanting in my head. I've been hearing it for so long that I'm starting to feel like I have warp traveled on fucking bicycle.
I'm still not certain about this idea, my lord.
Are you defying me?
No, absolutely not. I was just thinking, since the Ultramarines are one of the greatest forces in the galaxy, are you 100% certain that sending them to their imminent doom on a planet of the Sorceress is a good idea?
Look, my child. I know you are fucking stupid, but I am your father, and you should never argue against your father, because he always knows best.
Papa always knows best, chat. You heard it here, and as your papa, I always know best.
Isn't that right?
Of course.
That's a good Custodes. Your intelligence is...
Had it on for a different video because everyone complained about not having closed caption. Because when I watched some of the, what do you call it? I watched the Team Fortress stuff, and they had custom captions. I'm like, no!
Just like your father's.
Oh, well, thank you, Dad.
No problem, son.
Dad giggles.
Now, prepare your cleansing equipment. My eye lobes are itching like they are infected by a fucking Death Eater virus. Also, bring my Centurion.
Right away.
Sorry if the sound wasn't loud enough there.
Hey, Lords of Terra, we're gathered here today to discuss the most pressing matter, the survival of the Imperium of Man, such that we have never seen before. Should we outlaw the use of laxatives to everyone but us? Because my poo has been really hard and dusty lately.
I am the law, and I think that not only should we outlaw laxatives, we should also get a new shipment of prune cakes, because that really helps out with how your bowels dance out poo.
I'm guessing the joke here is say hella old.
I disagree. Our generals need to pool the several random places to command those living flashlights of mine. And the workers in the t-shirt factory's gotta do that too. Can I my guys go into battle with their fucking skillets, can I?
I think that this is a dumb discussion for you biological types. They're gonna get direct those replaced with the skills.
Alright, seriously, it isn't funny anymore. First,
Was he just like saying they should get their rectums replaced or what?
you make fun of my ad on a daily basis, and now you send this emperor-damned message throughout the entire Imperium. Why?
Can you quiet down, Sourhead? I can't hear you.
We didn't say anything, I think, did we?
I don't know. Who am I again? I forgot.
Well, if you didn't send the message, who did? Someone is obviously being very mean.
Oh, stop your whining, Decius. Can't you see that we're having a very important discussion about poo here?
This must be the 20,000th time you've had that discussion.
2,374. Try to be exact.
Back in my day, people didn't count with numbers. Instead, we used good old-fashioned cultures to count.
Well, perhaps
Count.
we should outlaw counting again?
Oh yeah. I am the law!
Well, I'm gonna go back to the Ecclesiarchal Palace and figure out which one of you pruneheads ordered this message to be sent around. The Ecclesiarchy is not disbanding, and that's that.
My lords, the inquisitorial representative has arrived. The inquisitorial representative? I hate that person.
Ah, the Inquisition? Very well. What name does he go by?
Lord Inquisitor Fyodor Karamazov, sir.
What? Karamazov?
Oh, Karamazov. Who is that guy, guys? Who that guy?
I feel thoroughly refreshed now. Chain halberds truly do wonders.
My lord, I've been thinking a little. When Magnus tried to contact you, what did he try to tell you?
Are you siding with chaos now?
No, my lord.
Damn you,
I'm just
chaos.
wondering it. But I'm thinking, let's say that Magnus was actually trying to warn you about Horus's fall.
Okay.
If that was the case, then Magnus wouldn't have had to send his message to you if Horus hadn't fallen.
Yes.
And Horus wouldn't have fallen if the chaplain Erebus wouldn't have tempted him to join Chaos.
Right.
And Erebus wouldn't have kept turning Primarchs to the ways of Chaos unless he hadn't tempted Lorgar to his side together with the Wordbearer's first company captain, Corpharaon.
Correct.
So by that logic, wouldn't this all actually be Erebus and Corpharaon's fault?
Now you are just talking out of your ass. As I said earlier, everything is Magnus's fault.
God damn it, Magnus. Why you like this, bro? Nah, okay. I moved the page just so I wouldn't cover up any of the subtitles and stuff.
Of course, my lord, you're right. I'm sorry.
By the way, while you were sending that message to the Alpha Marines, did you also tell them to cut Gorilla Man's life support?
I'm sorry, my lord. I kind of forgot about that.
Do that later, then you should boot. Speaking of which, I need you to
Cut the
explain
life
something
support.
to me.
Cut the life support.
What is it, my lord?
Why are you the only one ever visiting me?
No one else knows he's awake.
I mean, ever since I got this text-to-speech device, I've not seen anyone but my Centaurian, some tech priests, that awful fucking Dread Knight thing, and you. Where are the rest of the Custodes? Did they all die off or something? Are you the only one left?
After we witnessed you at the brink of death, your body being sat upon the golden throne, all Custodes went into a collective depression. We all decided to stop fighting outside the planet's borders. We have never left this palace since, always guarding your sacred vessel.
What a bunch of pussies you are. I can manage myself, you know. I'm not a regular ass fucking corpse.
Oh, of course not, my lord.
Oh, that to get
that
fabulous?
still doesn't answer my question.
Fabulous.
Where are the rest of the Custodes?
The rest are currently guarding the palace, my lord.
Well, in that case, tell them to go out and be useful instead. I couldn't give them the best warrior in the Imperium for nothing.
Yeah, about that, my lord. Most of us Custodes have not only sworn an oath to never leave Terra and your presence after the Horus heresy, but have also redefined the use of our war gear and armors to show that we are mourning your loss. It's quite hard to explain, but,
Bring in some of the Custodes here. Some of my companions, to be exact. Do it now.
Are you sure?
Do it now.
Very well, just a moment, my lord. Well, here they are, my lord. Some of your other companions. Sorry.
Holy shit. What in the name of Terra on fucking roller skates is this?
Why are they doing that? Why are they fabulous?
My glorious overlord, the Emperor of Mankind. I am honored to be in your presence once more.
It has truly been too long, my lord. My oiled abs quiver at your voice.
So this is how you mourn the death of me, huh?
I just want you to know, my lord, this was not my idea.
We don't see you much around anymore, brother. What was your name again?
My name is...
Didn't we used to call him Little Kitten before he was elected as the Emperor's own personal caretaker?
Oh my. I remember that little bottom anywhere.
Oh, this poor guy.
I remember now. Little
Nice.
Kitten, the elected one.
purring his way so far into our ranks. You weren't ever useful for anything more but sweet talk, were you? Speaking of which, my glorious overlord.
This shit is so surreal. Am I on drugs?
Kitten over here has been your caretaker for such a long time. Would you perhaps be interested if any one of your other companions were to take over as the caretaker? I do remember quite fondly that I was your favorite warrior during the battle.
Like, no, I'm fine.
Of Gyroslavian.
The only thing I remember about that battle is that Rokodor, Mordarian, and fucking Horse were being dominated by stupid orcs. When their defeat was imminent, I came along and saved the fucking day with my massive army of golden people, killing 100,000 orcs at the cost of 3 of our own.
I was in that battle as well, my lord. If you remember when you climbed on the enemy wall versus Gargant, you stepped on my head in order to get to the top. Truly, I am deserving of the position as your caretaker.
But guys, what? You went from licking abs to licking the Emperor's junk. I hope you're proud, bro. Like, I hope you guys are proud on that one. Your ab lickers and junk lickers. What do you have to say? It's like, wait, which lick emote, and how did you get in trouble for using it? Well, technically, I kind of have 2 licks.
Still not even sure why you guys are half naked. Why would I suddenly want to change my personal complaint manager?
No.
I mean, what do you even do? Stand around and fap in the palace?
No Thursdays.
We are here to guard your holy body, my lord. Not one scratch shall reach you while we stand guard.
No scratches, huh? Try a fucking warp-induced nuke right to the face, see what happens. You are the strongest fucking warriors that exist in the Imperium. What in the fuck are you guys doing undressed inside the Imperial Palace, literally doing fuck all? When was the last time any one of you killed anything?
Oh my god.
I killed a fly the other day.
You have the best arsenal ever put together at your disposal, and you do not use it. You should be fucking ashamed, you shit nuggets. Now, I want you 3 fuckers to get dressed, get at least 100 other Custodes ready, start up your ships, and go do something for the Imperium. The rest of my 300 companions can stay within the Imperial Palace for now.
Very well, my lord.
It shall be done. We will be back with spoils of our victory shortly, my glorious overlord.
What a commanding presence.
I have my doubts.
What I wouldn't give to play some blood games with him.
Oh my god. I have my doubts that they're gonna go do it though. Ah, that's very weird. I don't know. Hey Nugget, welcome in. And did they explain themselves at all?
So, should I follow them?
No, you are staying here. I still need someone to tell me stupid shit I can complain about.
Oh, you...
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, tell me what Tyranids are.
Well, you're not gonna like this.
Oh man, Roxas's story. Did the person explain why they were upset? But I don't know if you could explain to me the ab wield guys properly. What a, like, other than they're lazy and all they do is sit around working on their abs.
So, it begins. I suppose it's time to
Oh yeah, this is episode 8, Tyranids.
go do something completely inexplicable. Again.
Hello there, old friend. Ecclesiarchus. I haven't seen you since a little argument on Salem Proctor.
It's even funnier to me when they're like in chairs and stuff and they bounce around while they're moving. It's like
You wouldn't want treating that preacher like you did.
Is that a goat sitting on a chair?
I had every right, Decius.
And maybe they thought it was a sexual thing. Some people think that like licking is sexual. Maybe they thought you were making a sexual joke at them.
Heresy. I will take them away and chilling until they give me
Maybe,
an
yeah.
answer.
That's not a chair, little Billy. That's a toilet, I think. I need to poo.
He saved his entire world. With his people, he led and reconquered his planet for the Emperor, defying the heathens who controlled it.
That young boy was nothing but a false prophet who lusted for power.
That's just not right.
But it smells like Prometheum in here. Anyone got some steaks?
We had
What's Prometheum?
a lunch steak last Tuesday, you old shit!
Prometheum tastes better than flesh, you said to you, and squirrel.
Not right. Really? After you had your
The use
fit
of the-
about us executed, was the taint of chaos
A flamer fuel.
not
Thank
discovered
you.
amongst his followers?
We could have known if he was tainted or not before our final judgment was called for, but because of you, we lost that chance.
Oh, but you can never be too careful about the ever-present threat of chaos, ecclesiarch. And that is why I have come here as the Inquisition's own representative.
My nostrils itch something fierce. Where's old Nosefinger?
It's on Towerhead's head, you butt.
What's
Wait,
today?
so he's sniffing
Jabbering on about now. Why are you
super snake bomb?
out of us off?
I and almost every other Inquisitor in the galaxy have received a message from Terra, telling us that the Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum are to be disbanded.
Yes, I know about this message. No one here has sent it.
Well, there is no doubt in it. It definitely came from Holy Terra itself. A forgery of its seal cannot possibly be this precise. However, it's clear that the Emperor of Mankind himself wrote
Oh, guys, I can't believe it. It's not like we've been watching him complain this entire time about it. Oh, wait, the Inquisition. So there's no way to be proven innocent in an Inquisition, huh?
it. Is blasphemous. It is clearly written by a heretic hiding somewhere here on this very planet.
Being such a deluded fool, you do have a point.
Good. Seems like
What a
that
fool.
yours is at least allowing enough blood to flow from your scalp for you to understand that this situation requires mending.
No, guys. You never expect the Spanish Inquisition. So sometimes you suspect the 40k Inquisition. The Space Marines Inquisition. They're not Spanish enough to get away with it. Innocent proves nothing because they're modern. Innocent proves nothing. Oh. Well, yeah. So is there a problem is you can't be innocent because you've always done something wrong at some point?
Exactly, Theodore. What do you intend to do?
I remember the finger I had before I replaced it with an auto quill. Oh, I just made myself sad.
Where did I put my toasters?
What are toasters?
So, yeah, all in all, Tyranids from another galaxy and have come here for the sole purpose of eating everything that is organic in order to grow stronger and fiercer. They are honestly pretty damn scary. I'm lucky to have been trained not to feel fear or anxiety over such things as a seemingly imminent doom.
And you say there have been an entire 3 major wars against these creatures with loads of Imperial forces involved?
Yes, indeed. The first, second, and third Tyrannic War.
You were basically guilty until proven guilty.
As I said, the most notable must have been the first Tyrannic War, when they supposedly first made their entrance into our galaxy. They completely stripped the planet Tyrant of all life, thereby getting the name of Tyranids.
And you said during
Roxas
this war they destroyed...
1373 just subscribed. Upgrading their cell. Of course now my automatic sub notification I'm able to do not when you were doing your subathon.
Suckers. No more subathon until June, bitches. When we get our next outfit.
The Ultramarines devoured their entire first company and crippled the leader of the Ultramarines, Papa Smurf, when they first arrived.
Papa
How in the
Smurf.
name of Lee Man Ross's overinflated ego did that happen?
Well, yes. All Ultramarines in the galaxy were needed to beat off the assault on Macrae, but the two main events that are most important would be the confrontation between Marnie's Calgar...
Papa Smurf?
Yeah, Papa Smurf and the Swarm, and the event that ended the battle in decisive Imperial
Damn
victory.
you, Papa Smurf. I don't know who they're talking about yet, but Papa Smurf.
Smurf anyway.
I can already tell this is going to be a roller coaster ride of disappointment. Tell me what happened.
Well, Papa Smurf and the Swarm Lord fought one another in an epic battle of two independent characters. The battle was fierce, but in the end the Tyranid proved too strong.
I don't know who he's calling Papa Smurf in this context. I know the Smurfs.
Yeah, resulting in him being gravely wounded.
I am invincible! The Ultramarines always try it! How about you, foul Xeno scum?
Xeno scum. Is he fighting them like he's a Black Knight with no arms and only one leg?
Find them! Call it a draw!
What's also worth pointing out is that something similar to this apparently happened later in the year 976 when the Ultramarines fought another High Fleet called Perseus. However, the history of the galaxy is a major clusterfuck as it is anyway, so I don't know if that can still be considered true or not. Anyway, back to Macrae. Unable to stand the mere thought of losing a sacred spiritual legion of their already grievous losses, the Oligarch of our first company sacrificed themselves to evacuate him.
So this guy could not even fight an overgrown fucking bug Gargamel and ended up force-feeding his bodyguards to it. Wow! Continue with the story. It makes my bones rattle with condensed and overpowering amusement and joy.
My bones rattle. Yeah, I kind of assumed it would be the Blue Legion. Yeah. He has so many sons.
Well, long story short, after being fixed up a bit, Marnie and Papa Smurf went to command the orbital battle over Macrae, but was led into a trap at the ringed world of Sersky. Things were looking very grim for them.
Led into a trap by a bunch of space locusts. This is dumber than those oiled up fucking strippers I call companions.
The Emperor-class battleship, Dominus Astra, valiantly charged into the heart of High Fleet Beowulf and detonated its warp drives, causing a cataclysmic vortex that sucked both it and the entire Tyranid fleet into oblivion. Victory at Sersky spells the defeat of High Fleet Beowulf.
I am sorry. I am just absolutely livid at the moment. Remind me again. Technology is pretty backwards at the moment, correct?
Glacius 0C cheered X100. I spent 6 hours in hospital yesterday. I learned I got 2 degenerative discs. One in my neck and one in my lower back pinching my nerve. I'm taking 6 different pills. So I'm having a hard time following and your eyes look crossed to me.
Does it look crossed right now? What about now? Okay. I'm so sorry about that, but funny enough, I read that as I got 2 degenerative dicks. So I almost laughed way too early, thinking you were memeing on me. Like, I thought you were memeing on me. Are you about to send me a copy pasta? I'm sorry, Glacius. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hopefully that pill's helping you feel better. I'm sorry I read that as dicks instead of discs.
Declined somewhat in your absence, yes?
And those Emperor-class battleships are pretty much irreplaceable at this point because of the sheer resources and manpower needed to make them, correct?
More or less, yes.
So this asshole Papa Smurf...
You're right, Jake. That sounds like a lot like what my Emperor would do. My Emperor would come down from the heavens and save everyone. You right.
Instead of just calling back his fleet to a more advantageous position in, fucking space, let one of those warships be lost forever in the warp for some depraved minion of chaos to find and diddle around with.
This is giving me harder than Terminator armor!
Wait, these spaceships, are there models of them? 40k, like you can buy?
I want you to change my orders. Tell the Ultramarines to get back Magnus without the Geller fields turned on. Let's see how they enjoy being fucked by demons, like those poor assholes in the battleships.
Oh my.
Anyway, avoiding the subject of the Ultramarines further. These Tyranids actually sound pretty fucking fascinating. How easy my job would be if every human was just part of me and my giant intelligence, and everything we did was in perfect harmony. Actually, remind me about that idea when I get off this fucking throne.
I'll make sure to do that, my lord. The human hive mind would surely be something fantastic to be part of.
You're just saying that because you're thoroughly trained to be my bodyguard and not ever think, nor feel, or have any other purpose in life.
That's right, my lord!
Fucking automaton. So anyway.
Poor guy, he's getting burned. The ships are expensive. Do they come big or only small? Because I'd want a big one.
These
I love
Tyranids
space opera
come
like
from
ships
the
like that.
eastern
They're so
fringe
cool.
of the galaxy in large bug flesh ships and chomp the fuck out of everything they see. Yes?
Correct, my lord.
And every encounter recorded with them describes them as insect-like creatures with biological weaponry, and that they are countless in number. Right.
Yes, that is right, my lord. They come in endless streams, too numerous to count, with the beasts both minuscule and massive, all killing in their own unique, painful ways.
Has anyone ever considered fucking bug spray?
I'm sorry, my lord, but bug spray?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that to you, Pookie Bear. But it's just...
Oh, God.
Sometimes you make Daddy so angry that...
I haven't changed it because you guys haven't picked the sound you want, so that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Okay. But thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, Glacius. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's so sweet of you. So when we talk small, are they bigger than the Space Marines? Because as long as they're like bigger than the Space Marines, and so W gift, yeah, exactly, guys. A suspicious spot. And the design, you can make one. I used to have one, but my sister had it to repair it, and she's never given it back. Ooh, I miss it. I miss it. I never got it fully working because it came a little broken. I didn't realize.
I forgot. They stopped manufacturing those after the dark age of technology.
Wait, they're bigger than Titans? Because I've seen a Titan model in real life. Ooh, that's still pretty big.
If it's a biochemical weapon you're referring to, I can say that it is not of much use. Regenerative power is something that the species seem to have picked up on, and many of them also have extremely advanced immune systems, so not much will work. In addition, the race is very adaptable, and if we actually were to concoct a poison against them to use it, they'd most likely gain resistance to it soon after.
That is quite a fucking pickle. Is there anything that works against them?
If it's not regular steel and bullets, there's actually a special mutagenic acid developed by the Death Watch that ruins the target's organs from inside and out. It is used in Hellfire rounds.
Sounds
It works
painful.
fairly well against anything that's made up of flesh, but since Tyranids do not even have any kind of real armor, it seems to work best against them.
Then why have any of you fucking idiots had the idea of filling a massive space-sized spray can with a constant stream of oxygen, promethium, and this Hellfire compound, and sprayed the fuck out of the Tyranids organic fleet while still in space?
That's a great idea, my Emperor. You are truly the most intelligent being in the galaxy.
Sigh. Sometimes I wish I hadn't made you Custodes to be mindless automatons without feelings or emotions. It gets lonely here sometimes.
Oh my Emperor, you're truly the most funny being in the galaxy as well.
Fucking automaton.
Well, my lord, at least we aren't as bad as those Necrons.
So we're talking about those sleepy Solistan skeletons now. Do tell me what the fuck they have been up to.
You know of them? Oh, well, at least they aren't as bad as the Tyranids. I think.
Suspicious. These Necrons are very suspicious. Wait a minute. Yep, the Inquisition, the hero. So we're on 3, we're on 4. We'll be on this one. Necrons. Yeah, there is no good guys. There's just slightly less assholes, right? Like the salamanders are the nicest ones, aren't they? He's made his own custom space and marine fraction with 3D modeling and stuff. Yeah, I heard a lot more people have changed with 40k into 3D printing because it's just substantially cheaper too, right? If you're not playing, there's no reason to 100% buy 40k, right? Like, you may as well just print it yourself if you're more of a painter collector. There's different degrees of bad. Oh, well, to be fair, Bus has a resin printer. I can just nag him to print some for me. Here are $5. Print me some Space Marines, please. Please. Let's do this. Empire Textbook, Episode 9, Necron.
Definitely the Crimson Path, the center point of the Oriole subsection. Oh, when my work here is done, this planet shall rival Terra itself in its sacredness. Now I would act really into this, but I've just got to stay all mysterious and stoic and cool.
Mysterious, stoic, and cool. Oh, so what you're telling me, the Salamanders are nicer to humans, but everyone's just a little bit racist to everyone. There's no one that doesn't hate someone.
So I don't think I can. But, well, I suppose
Steal his
once
printer.
might not harm anything.
Hey, we're fucking cool. It's like the thing.
What?
Alright.
What is that voice?
It's at times like these that I'm really glad that I just monologue to myself and not actually talk to anyone else. Because if someone had heard that, I would be seriously fucked.
The God Emperor in the chat. They look like scuffed dinos right now.
So, you're seriously going to go through with this? Search the entirety of Terra, the holiest, grandest, and most populated planet in the universe, to find the one who sent this message?
No household shall be left unchecked, and no person shall go unquestioned.
Well, if you say so.
Inquisition continues.
It's not like you care much for your reputation anyway.
Wait! What are you dusty butt cheeks doing now?
I think he broken.
Well, I hope you do realize that Terra is the most densely populated and overbuilt planet in the Imperium. It'll take decades to interrogate every single individual on this planet.
Do not doubt us. This is what we are the best at. We will scan you.
Wait, they would go and actually interrogate everyone, not just kill everyone? Oh wait, so orcs in this one, because that's fantasy, which is... Are they in similar universes or are they separated? So with the orcs in fantasy, they're not technically evil, but would you class someone who likes to fight and kill for the sake of fighting, killing evil, or just animalistic?
The entirety of Terra and its people in but a few days.
This sounds highly fucking
I always forget they're in 40k. I thought they were in fantasy.
My colon just... Oh, I better know.
Big Gucci Vanda never had to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, maybe we should make him High Lord of Terra again.
All that radioactive hellfire you've been exposed to, exterminating every planet you come across, must have fried your perception. Do you even realize how hard it is to mobilize on one of these hive worlds? It's really damn hard, but I guess you don't realize since you sit on that mobility scooter all day.
Well, your hat's lost a piece.
Shut it, you old trash bags.
Well, while I wait for your sphincter to calm itself, I shall start this session.
At least remember to expect the rulings of Terra, Theodore. Not a single drop of blood shall fall upon these sacred grounds. When you have found your suspects, at least do the decency of taking them far away from Terra if your eagerness to spill blood grows heavy on you.
Yes, I am fully aware. You have my promise.
I feel some technicalities are about to happen.
The search has begun, but take heed. Not a single citizen of Terra shall have his or her blood spilled on these sacred grounds. So, remember, only to burn.
I freaking knew it.
My lord, was it really that funny? Really? Come on, the Necrons still pose a major threat. Just because the Blood Angels teamed up with them at once doesn't mean they're the Imperium's allies or anything. Okay. Maybe it is kind of funny.
No, you are incapable of finding things funny because you are a Custodes.
Alright, I forgot. But anyway, what was I? Oh yes!
Oh,
So the Blood Angels and the Necrons defeated the Vile Tyranids together, and afterwards they went their separate ways, as the Blood Angels and the Necrons were both tired from the big battle, and Commander Dante thought it was distasteful to turn on the Necrons after they had helped each other out.
The Necrons were tired. The Blood Angels found something distasteful. I'd like to laugh more, but that might break my fragile funny bone. Anyway, I was under the impression that Necrons were tireless, soulless skeleton robots with no personality, nor care for anything. What the fuck happened?
Believe me, my lord, I think we all were under the impression until we heard about the Blood Angels and their apparent alliance with them. Before, they just spent most of their time coming out on planets unexpectedly and killing anything that lives, having a singular goal in mind, which was to seal off the Eye of Terror, swat away the Tyranids, and have the rest of the galaxy become never-ending all-you-can-eat buffet for their gods to the Catan.
Sounds like what I would do if I was a soulless skeleton robot. That and slow walk around intimidatingly. Yes, it reminds me of that holo that I watched a few millennia back.
Now they're more like, well, their goal is still essentially the same, but now it has become apparent that the Catan were actually somehow shattered into pieces a long time ago, and the Necrons have leftover fragments of them in their possession containing near limitless powers. Also, as of late, some Necrons have even been recorded to have actual personalities and even feelings. Oh, and Briar's apparently not a thing anymore. No idea where they went off to. They just sort of up sticks and left, I guess.
Well,
I didn't think they were allowed feelings. What is this?
Does it feel having less emotion than a creepy fucking skeleton robot?
It feels fantastic not being on the same impotent level as a filthy Xeno, my lord.
I guess you can put it in that way as well. Anyway, I'm intrigued by the idea of those shards. I will have to ask the remaining Alpha Marines to get one for me when they get back.
Sure thing, my lord.
Just not a shard of that punk-ass fan god the Deceiver. The description you gave reminds me too much of that mysterious, tentacle-headed, metallic jerk who came by every Saturday night to play Paradox Billiards, Vostroid Roulette 4th Dimensional Hypercube Chess Strip Poker with me, Zinch, and Chegorath in the webway a few millennia ago. Although, to be fair, at least he wasn't as much of a douchebag as that fat guy with the cigar who showed up with Zinch that one time.
I thought all this time you've been having a constant mental war with the forces of chaos as well as guiding our ships through the power of the Astronomica.
I'm the motherfucking Emperor. I'm allowed a day off once in a while. Besides, I'm the best fucking multitasker in the galaxy.
Oh, sorry, of course, my lord.
So far I have to say that I'm not impressed. These Necrons do not sound as much of a threat as those hungry space cockroaches.
Well, my lord, they are still more of a threat than you might think. Which actually reminds me of a story I need to tell you that will surely refurbish your pride in your angels of death.
Good luck with that.
You see, during year 912, the Necron Lords of the two Mod Bosses got really mad because Necrons of another empire started to expand in his territory. In response to this, the Necron Lord suddenly revealed a massive planet-sized space.
Really is just a disappointed dad, isn't he?
Special called the World Engine and started drifting through Imperial space, destroying anything that crossed his path. Later, during year 926, after several Imperial planets had been destroyed by the World Engine, a whole lot of Space Marines and the entirety of a local Imperial fleet was sent to destroy it.
Holy shit, a giant skeleton space robot planet that shoots molecule-breaking beams and destroys everything it spots. I want one.
All these forces attacked the World Engine at the same time, but apparently
Of course
a very
he
strong void
does.
shield was surrounding it, making it nigh impervious to harm. This, together with the vessel's mighty arsenals of planet-devastating weaponry, cost millions of lives during that battle.
I guess no one knows what retreating is in this fucking Imperium nowadays.
So now, here is the awesome part. The Space Marines known as
Let's
the
all
Astral
get
Knights.
destroying laser planets and hey Gucci.
Made anything called Astral Knights.
No, seriously, my lord, you wouldn't even care that you didn't directly make them. You see, all of the Astral Knights decided to ram their spaceship, the Battle Barge Tempestus, straight into the World Engine's void shield.
Fucking damn it. Why do you assholes keep wasting precious battleships?
The shield cracked up and the ship penetrated the hull of the World Engine, allowing all Astral Knights to board it and destroy all weapons, energy batteries, supplies, commandos, and Necrons inside. The battle continued
boy who
inside
likes
the
his
world
ships.
for 100 hours, all Marines dying doing what they do best, but not before their leader, armed to armor, decided to overload the entire damn vessel and its central core with the help of some melter grenades. After this destructive overlord, the void ship was turned off completely, and this is where the rest of the Imperial fleet took their chance and shot the crap out of the planet ship with cyclonic torpedoes.
Well, slap me on the kneecap and call me a fucking skeleton. That is actually amazing.
After this incredibly awe-inspiring victory, the remains of the world engine were taken in by the Adeptus Mechanicus while the battle barge Tempestus was salvaged, and set up as a monument with an Imperial shrine in it, holding statues of the 772 astronauts that had sacrificed themselves to bring down the world engine.
Sorry, I was totally mistaken. I totally remember that I did make the Astronauts now. They were one of the secret legions I made before the Great Crusade that I never told anyone about. They were the best around, nothing was ever going to keep them down.
Right. Whatever you say, my lord.
Yeah, no, now they're cool. I made them. They're my
Also, on
sons.
the previous subject matter, I have to say that I kind of like that one Necron that you mentioned. Trashy the Incontinent or something.
You mean Trace in the Infinite, my lord?
That's what I said, YouTube fucking custard. Anyway, even if he is an alien fiend, I cannot deny that the idea of stealing incredibly valuable objects from all around the galaxy only to put them in a massive skeleton robot space museum is a great one.
Ah, yes. His only goal in the galaxy is to claim historic artifacts and relics and return to his true world of Solomons. He's even gone as far as to have the head of the great Sebastian Thor preserved in there.
Absolutely hilarious. At some point we should send some Marines there to steal all his shit just to fuck with him.
I think I know a group of space Marines capable of just that.
Do you now? Do tell.
Well...
Of course. I just like stealing.
Emperor's Holy Inquisition. Stop right there!
We are here to interrogate you the certain message.
Who wrote the message?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't you hear me? Who wrote the message?
Excuse me, are you allowed to do this?
Of course we are. Haven't you heard from the High Lord?
We are here to interrogate everyone on Terra.
Who wrote the fucking message? Where are the gene stealers?
Help me!
Look at that! Some unfashionable trash running around harassing civilians here on Holy Terra. You came to the wrong neighborhood, shitboots!
What makes you lunatics think you are allowed to do this?
Custodes? Aren't you supposed to stand in the Imperial Palace? Well, you see, this is a special occasion. Special enough that my loincloth is just bursting with anticipation.
What's a more interesting question I demand an answer for is what you inquisitors are doing here, burning Terra and harassing its citizens.
We are here because of a message supposedly sent from God Emperor himself, telling us the Inquisition is to be disbanded.
Clearly, the message was written by a heretic, and we are going to find it.
Fools! The message is from the Emperor, straight from the Sanctum Imperialis, within the Imperial Palace.
He is the reason why we're outside the palace in the first place. So you have no reason to perform this heinous act upon our planet.
You done goof! That is impossible!
You would lie. If the Emperor was alive once more, we would know.
You heretics!
Damn, heretics at it again. And good luck, Tron fans. Jared Leto is a death sentence to your movie. And I'm doing good, guys.
The Custodes are heretics! Let's get back to Fyodor and tell him about this.
Fucking Groxas inquisitors.
I'm now incredibly aroused.
Infidels everywhere we look. Nothing but infidels. I use my ending screen. I still want that devil. You could keep hoping, bitch. No, a burger is the buns. If it's between the buns, it's a burger. I would have this. So if you have a burger, which is everything is a burger, but it's chicken instead of beef, what do you call it? Yes, it's the buns. No, that's not. It's a sandwich if it is slices of bread.